Hi, everybody. Welcome to More Than Money Ministries. I hope you're having a great day. As you can see, I'm all alone today and in a slightly different setting. That's because Mark is sick today, unfortunately. So I thought, Mark's not here. We could use a little bit more of a relaxed setting, more of a conversation maybe. But first and foremost, I want to make sure that we pray for Mark, for him to get better, for him to recover as quickly as possible. So, Mark, if you're watching, we are praying for you. We love you. I'm sure a lot of our viewers know this, but Mark is a lot of the backbone here for More Than Money Ministries, and we love him a lot, and we want him to get better. So, Mark, please get better. Couple announcements up top. If you haven't already, remember, like and follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel to see our conversations on everything financial from a biblical perspective. Also, we have the new website up, mtmministries.com. So if you want to see what More Than Money Ministries is doing, what we're all about, go there. It's a fantastic website. Call us anytime, day or night, at the office number here, 314-212-1405. Email us. We want to hear from you. Contact at mtmministry.com. Last announcement, Mark's book on investing with biblical integrity. It's going to be out in just over a month, I believe. And we will be giving our Facebook Live viewers a free copy. I believe signed. I'm going to talk to Mark. I'm pretty sure he's going to sign it. That's just who he is. So, free signed copy for our Facebook Live viewers. So make sure to get a hold of us. It will also be on Amazon. So make sure to select More Than Money Ministries as your favorite charity on Amazon Smile. So that's all the announcements that we have for now. So today is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little quicker than our normal shows because it is just me. But if you've been watching, we're in the middle of our series, How To BRI, How to Biblically Responsibly Invest. And though I personally can't give you investing advice or information, I can give you a quick rundown of what we've covered and why. So first, we spoke about what it means to biblically responsibly invest, why it's important, not only to you as the investor, but to your future and to the future of the companies that you may or may not be investing in. It always brings me back to the verse, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew 6:21, if I'm correct. So it gives the idea of whatever you invest in, it shows what you believe in, whether it's your time, your money, your effort. Whatever you put that effort into is what you back. So that was one of the first things that we talked about. What it means to biblically responsibly invest. Second, we talked about who you would like to manage your portfolio. Do you want it to be you? Do you want it to be an actual a manager or an advisor? The only thing that we really recommend, if it's you, is just be sure that you have the tools and the knowledge necessary to not only biblically invest, meaning that you don't invest in something that God would be opposed to or would contradict your Christian values, but also responsibly invest, meaning that you're investing for a reason. That's why there is investing, often because you want to get something out of it. That's why it's called investing. So I do think the incredible thing about BRI is you don't have to give up one for the other. You don't have to give up money for God or God for money or something like that. I mean, God, like Mark says all the time, God made the universe. He made all the rules and the laws, including all the rules and laws for how money works. So there is a way to honor him with your investments. So on the other side of that, the flip side, what if you want someone else to manage your portfolio? The rules are kind of the same. Make sure that your manager or your advisor has the tools and the knowledge and the experience necessary to manage it in a biblical manner. I mean, that's definitely what you want. And possibly, no, I would say the most important, make sure that their beliefs in God and the Bible not only match yours, but are rock solid in the Word. Keep in mind, someone could be fantastic with money, but care very little about God, and you don't want that. So definitely pray about it. Third, we had a live interview with Dave Hart from Evaluator Services. Dave is a phenomenal guy. I had the opportunity to meet him a couple months ago. He's a really great guy, super funny too. He gave us some insight on Evaluator and why it is one of the best, if not the best, biblical screening services for investments out there. This is actually the screening service that Integrity Investors uses, and we are proud to use it. It's the first service that we implement when we are looking for what kind of company we should invest in. Even if all the other charts and specs and all that stuff, they look amazing, if it doesn't screen biblical, if it doesn't screen clean, then it's not worth it. So this is one of the screening services that we not only use here in the office, but we love the people there at Evaluator Services. Dave Hart is a phenomenal guy, so check them out. You're gonna want to do that. Lastly, we had an interview with Art Alley. He is the president of the Timothy Plan. Art is one of the coolest guys. Check out the Timothy Plan. Check out Art Alley. He's a great guy. And he and Mark had a conversation on the state of Christianity in the U.S. / the world. It was a really great video. Check it out. Most likely it'll be below in our Facebook videos, so check it out. Great video. And that pretty much brings us up to date. We're going to continue when Mark gets back, hopefully next week. Please, Mark, next week. We're going to continue our series on How to BRI with some new and exciting content that you may or may not have heard before as we move forward. But I want you to keep in mind, a lot of what we are talking about during these last few on How to BRI, a lot of what we're talking about, it's all coming straight out of Mark's soon-to-be released book. So if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, make sure to get Mark's book when it comes out. It's always, the book's always better than the movie, right? So it will most likely be better. That's really all I have today. But I did want to leave you with something that, I've actually been thinking a lot about today. I wanted to leave you with a little piece of advice. We have given this piece of advice through every show on How to BRI, and knowing Mark and myself, we will probably give you this piece of advice through every single show until we're done with Facebook Live and YouTube doesn't exist, and we're going to always give you this. We want you to pray. You know what prayer is, right? Prayer is, it's a ritual, of course. You got to be in church, you got to be on your knees, you got to be finely dressed, and if you don't do it, your food will not bless your body, right? No, not at all. Prayer is just talking to God. It's a conversation with God. Sometimes it's even slightly less than that. You throw up a Nehemiah prayer, a real quick, God help me, and sometimes that's just what it is. The basic thing is God just wants to hear from you. Not in a mean, fiery, the God that everyone, for some reason, always imagines with the lightning bolts and stuff, but as a loving father who is holding his son or his daughter and listening to their day and just really wants to hear from you and loves you. So that's what I want you to take away from today. Maybe you think that you've messed up financially. Maybe that's why you're watching this. Everything financial from a biblical perspective. You've messed up financially and it's just too much and Jesus doesn't want to hear from you. I've felt that many times. I kind of felt that this morning. I don't know why. but it comes and goes sometimes. But Jesus does want to hear from you, very badly, actually. And prayer often bridges that gap, the gaps in the relationships. Prayer often heals that and heals your heart in the process. So, Facebook Live viewers, whether you're watching now or in the future, I encourage you to pray. But remember, you can pray for other people too, not just yourself. Kind of keep that in mind. I forget about that a lot. So it's a great way to begin that relationship with God again. No matter what you pray about, though, I want you to remember this. Whether it's friends or family, money, passing that test, please let my car work, happiness, all the normal things that we pray for in our everyday lives, I want you to know that God always listens. Always. 24/7, He is on call. He is always listening. And I want you to know that, knowing that God is listening, knowing that He is always there for you, I want you to realize that life is so much more than money. I thank you guys. I hope you have a great week. We will see you next week. Hopefully Mark will be here. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a great day.